Hi, good morning. This is Shrikant. Today we will implement a multiple interface in Appian and we will switch between them. For this demonstration purpose, I'm going to create four interfaces in Appian. I'm going to call it as mathematics, vehicle, currency, and master interface. After creating these four interfaces, I'm going to call three interfaces, that is mathematics, vehicle, and currency interfaces from the master interface. After the final implementation, my master interface should have three buttons on the top, one for vehicle, mathematics, and currency. Depending on the user's click, appropriate message should be displayed. If the user clicks on the vehicle, vehicle information should be displayed. If the user clicks on mathematics, mathematical operations should be displayed. Accordingly, when the user clicks on the currency, currency information should be displayed. Let's see how we can implement this. Now we will create our first interface. I'm going to name it as vehicle. Click on create. Next, drag and drop section. Go to expression mode. And add your contents here. So I'm going to use a bank rich text display field, and this requires value we will add one more a bank text item, and this requires text here. We can add a bank rich text icon, and this requires icon. I'm going to pass value as car. Next, I'm going to pass value car. Can use character 10 to display in the next line, or we can use this somewhere here and something to this. Next, this text item, there's a field called size. So we'll mention that size is going to be I will say large plus. Next, style, I will use it as a strong. With vehicle types, now I would like to add additional vehicle types. To do that, I will copy this A-rich text display field. So next one is going to be truck. We will add a few more. This is going to be train. This is going to be bike. Bus. Something like this. So once it is done, we have to create a rule input. I will give the name as vehicle flag. This is going to be a boolean. Click on create. Okay. And I will use one more property, show when. I will use if clause here. If rule input vehicle flag, if it is null, then false. Else rule input vehicle flag. So depending on the vehicle flag, I'm going to display the section. Once it is done, save these changes. Okay. Next, we need to create. Just click this. Duplicate. Instead of vehicle, you can give currency. Click on create. To expression mode. What you need to do is just click this, rename this flag to mm, currency flag. For testing purpose, we just click on null and make it true so that I can do my unit testing. Now, this is for week. This is actually for currency. Now I'm going to change the heading here. Currency type, and I will say USD and USD. Next, I will use INR. Great Britain pound. And last one is going to be Japan yen. Okay, these are my currency type, and this section will be displayed only if the currency flag is equal to true. Okay, save these changes. We are ready with our second interface, and now we will create the third interface. To do that, I'm going to select this again, duplicate this. Instead of vehicle, I will use mathematics, maths. Click on create. Go to expression mode again. The first step is going to be, instead of vehicle flag, you rename this flag to maths flag. For testing purpose, instead of null, you make it true so that we can verify the changes immediately on this interface. Here I'm going to say mathematics operation, and instead of car I will say plus addition. Next, minus subtraction, we'll use the icon as a close for multiplication, and last one is going to be division. So divide, and here I'm going to replace the division. Okay, we are done with the first three interfaces. Now we will design master interface. Save these changes. Click on interface. Master interface. This is for vehicle, currency, and mass. Click on create. In this interface, first step is to add buttons. So I will add few buttons here. Okay, we next step is we have to use side by side component so that we can have all buttons next to each other. Okay, okay. Next, we will rename the buttons. But before that, I'm going to create three more rule input for this master interface. This is going to be Boolean. Next, mass flag. Again, this is going to be Boolean. Next, currency flag, and this is also a Boolean. So we are done with the rule input. We are done with the buttons. Now we will accordingly we will name the buttons. The first button is going to be for vehicle. Next one is going to be say currency, and last one is going to be mass. In the section we can hide this label. Now from the section layout we need to make a call to all three interfaces. To do that, use rule bank operation. Rule bank, the first interface is going to be vehicle interface, and pass the vehicle flag value. Next, we have to call currency interface, AC underscore currency, and this expects one parameter, that is currency flag. I'm going to copy that, and I will pass my rule input currency flag. Next, we need to pass rule bank maths interface, AC underscore maths, and again this also expects one input argument, that is maths flag. So I am going to map this to my rule input maths flag. Okay. Next, we depending on the user's click, we have to set the these three rule input value to true or false. To do that, I will use save into properties, and I will use a bank save, and I will set rule input vehicle flag to true. At the same time, I will also set other two flag, that is currency and the match flag, to false. To do that, I can use a bank save rule input currency flag false. Next, a bank save rule bank match flag false. We can copy this line to two other buttons, that is currency and maths, but we have to make some changes here. This we have to set to false, and the currency flag should be set to true. When the user clicks maths flag, we have to set maths flag to false and vehicle flag to false and maths flag to true. So at given point of time, only one flag should be true. That is the bottom line. And we can save this and quickly test this. Okay, test interface. First, I'm going to click on vehicle. Vehicle information is displayed. I'm going to click on currency. Currency information is displayed. Finally, we are going to click on maths. All maths operations are displayed. This looks good, but I wanted to make one more changes to display the button depending on the user's interaction. To do that, I will go to style properties and I'll use if condition. If this rule bank vehicle flag is equal to true, then I will set the style to primary. Otherwise, it's going to be normal. Next, I will copy this style property for other two buttons, and I will change the currency flag here instead of vehicle flag, and finally match flag I'm going to replace over here. With that, we are done with all configuration changes. Now I'm going to click on save and test my changes. So when I click on the vehicle button, all the vehicle informations are displayed. Also, vehicle button is primary. When I click on the currency, my currency button is going to be primary and all the currency information is displayed. When I click on the maths flag, maths button is going to be primary and all mathematical operations are displayed. With this, we have concluded our use cases. Thanks for your time.